Hello, YouTube, and welcome to my channel. My name is Yuluna. I'm going to be talking about day 4 today. Is that I'm doing the Angamardana. Can never say it correctly. An Angamardana practice that I started 4 days ago now. Today's the 4th day. I will say this: I did wake up early today, around 7. Yesterday, day 3, I woke up around 8. Definitely a lot more energy. And I've managed to start memorizing it, so the flow has gotten better. Before, there was a video that I used that I will link. I'll put the link in the description box below. So I was using this video before, and then I would find myself that I would always kind of have to check. And the video is actually pretty fast. So what I do is I reduce the playback speed to 0.25, and that gives me about 45 minutes, depending on if I pause it or not. Sometimes I might like to do my exercises a little bit longer or stay in the pose a little bit longer. So I'll tend to pause it. And I started to just listening to my body more and bending a bit more deeper before I kind of was going through the motions. And now I feel like the prana, the energy within me, is waking up actually. And there's two interesting things that started happening yesterday, today. At some point towards the end of practice, my body decides to kind of take over. What do I mean by that? So, as opposed to me following the asanas, the poses, and bending into them, I find that my body is kind of pulling me into the pose instead, which is really nice. And the way that I entered and exit the poses have changed as well. I started hinging more from my hips, and I started wanting to feel like I wanted to feel into the pose. I really wanted to sink into it and feel that deep stretch and stay in it a little bit longer. So that being said, what I would say is that my body at day 4 now, and I've been doing them in the mornings, along with the Isha Kriya meditation by Sadhguru, which is about 15 minutes. Today I did the 15 minutes before I did the Angamardana yoga. So I don't know if that maybe, I thought that it would be nice to have my head clear first and then approach all the physical aspects of that later, as opposed to do it the reverse order, which I did the day before that. I will say that my mood has been excellent. I feel very well balanced. Like I mentioned before, I'm also doing the Nadi Shuddi, which is the breathing technique for balance. And I've also been doing Sadhguru's balance and equilibrium meditation as well. So I will put the link for that as well. I will say that I don't have exactly the same motivation that I had yesterday. I did have a bit more of an oomph, and my mind, my thoughts were quite more focused. Today, I find it's very, very mellow. I'm not sure. It's almost like I'm not sure what to do with myself. I'm not sure if I should be working or reading or writing or being creative. It's kind of like it's almost like everything is a blank. My body is at this very nice, mellow, peaceful place where I can just feel it has like a nice, like loose flow towards it. And my mind is just honestly blank. I could do anything. But that's the difference, I would say, between day 3 and day 4. Today, everything is really, really calm. My emotions are really calm. Day 3, I had a bit more fire towards me, so I wanted to do things. I wanted to learn more. I had a very productive day. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I am going to go to the gym after this, so I'm not sure how going to the gym is going to affect my productivity levels. I am going to enter the gym with like a very clear head, then do more physical exercises, and then go from there. We'll see if that will maybe light a bit of more of a intensity or a fire within me. I'm not sure yet, but I will keep you posted. Overall, I would definitely recommend it just because it limbers up my body really nice and like gets me out in the morning, and it passes by a lot faster than you think. At first, day 1 and 2, when I was approaching it, it was kind of like a chore. It was something that, like, okay, this is a new habit that I'm starting for myself. This is going to improve my life. Great, get out of bed and like do it. But it was seemed like a bit of a task. Whereas now I see that there's like a change in me where I'm beginning to get adjusted to it. So I'm training myself to make it something that I'm looking forward to do. I really want that for myself. And it seems to be coming around as well. So I will keep you guys posted on day 5 and 6. But so far, I would say the single biggest benefit I get from it, besides being the physical, is this complete mental clarity and stability. There's no negative emotions, no intrusive thoughts. I used to suffer from anxiety. The anxiety is completely gone. And I find like my chakras are all aligned very well. Before this, I used to watch YouTube chakra videos, and I can also sync some of my favorites down there as well. Where I would lie down and then have this energy removal session or chakra alignment session, depending on how I felt. Things like that is something that I was really into. And I find that I don't have a need for that anymore. I used to spend maybe 1 hour at least, sometimes up to 2 hours, just laying down and having Reiki and ASMR that I would find YouTube videos on and have them play, and then have that Reiki energy be transferred over to me. And I would feel better after that. But I find since I started doing this, I'm always afraid to say it again, Angamardana. Since I started doing Angamardana, the the Nadi Shuddi, sometimes I wish I was in so I could pronounce it better. And the Kriya, Isha Kriya meditation, which is where you sit. It's a 15-minute meditation where you sit and you guided by Sadhguru. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. And it definitely clears out any negative mental blockages that I was having. Yeah, I highly recommend it. I'm excited to see what tomorrow will bring and how it will make me feel. But so far, all the effects that I'm feeling are positive. In regards to food, I did find out that you're not supposed to shower or eat 30 minutes after you finish the yogic practice. I didn't make that mistake yesterday, but I learned like it was the universe right away kind of informed me that you're not supposed to do that. So today I did wait a little over 30 minutes in order to eat and showers. I showered beforehand because I wanted to make sure that I was clean in order to perform the Angamardana, um, which is something I also recommend. Is so you shower beforehand, perform it in the morning once you get out of bed, or whenever you have motivation. I did hear that some people prefer to do it in the evening because they feel like their muscles are more warmed up and their joints are looser. I haven't tried it in the evening. I am contemplating maybe doing it twice in the evening and the mornings, but I haven't read up on it yet. I will keep you guys posted if I do choose to incorporate a second one and how that will affect me. But I think it might be a little bit too much, and I'm just going to stick with the one for now and keep the 3 rituals that I have to see how else it progresses. But for sure, for the last, I would say, 4 hours, my mind's just been as like a white room. Like I could be doing anything, but I'm just not sure what to do with myself. It's literally like creating your own white space, like a blank room, that you see in the movies where a person walks in and you can create and do anything. That's what this practice does for me. It provides the opportunity to tackle anything, and then you can focus and attention wise. I would say it does dedicate, or it does channel all of that towards it, but you must have some sort of an incentive to do something first. The Angamardana practice and all of these breathing techniques and meditations that I'm doing, they kind of erase all of the outside pressures or influences, if you will, but they do nothing in order to stimulate me in a direction one way or the other. It just keeps me in a very neutral place And from that, I can cultivate my own energy and then move into the direction which I want to move in. So, for those who are struggling to maybe study or with work or have a lot on their mind, it's literally like wiping your slate clean completely. At least that way, it's how it worked for me. Namaste, and I will have another video up tomorrow.